All right, hi group number one. So this is what your body is trying to tell you. Our bodies are always speaking to us, right? And there's always different kinds of messages coming through. So if you're having any physical pain, mental pain, or any discomfort in your body, let's just try to get as many messages as we can. So if you pick this group, the first card that came through was intention. It says lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. Okay, so right off the bat, this is telling me that through your life, and I'm not saying you do this now, I feel like you're in a transition of coming out of this energy. So if this reading sounds a bit negative or anything like that, it's not. This is really powerful what's happening in your life, so stay with me. But I feel like when you were younger, specifically, your intentions were to make other people happy. Your intentions were to, you were kind of more of a follower than a leader. You kind of saw yourself as maybe a go with the flow type of person. You always wanted to know what was the right thing to do. And you have a really big heart, group number one. You have such a big heart that sometimes you put others' needs before yours. And that can interfere with your direction in life and where you're going and where you want to go. I feel like you're stepping out of this energy, but I feel like your body is trying to communicate something to you. Because let's look at the rest of the cards that I pulled. I've never seen all of them pull up in reverse, and this isn't a bad thing, but it's just wild because I've never pulled this many reversals. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, Two of Cups, the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. You might be in a position where you don't completely know what makes you happy. You have an idea maybe, but maybe you don't know what to do day to day to bring yourself a lot of joy, to bring yourself a lot of fulfillment. Maybe you're kind of like waiting on it. You're kind of like waiting for just good things to happen, waiting for good luck to come to you, and you're having a hard time accessing that fulfillment in your day-to-day. I feel like there's a lot of frustration for this group, and I feel like your body wants you to reflect on your past a lot in this reading, specifically because of the way that you had your intentions set when you were growing up. They were very outwardly focused. They were very much focused on other people and making other people happy. And now you're in this process of all the self-care where you're trying to learn how to take care of yourself and learn how to make yourself happy and not just wait for the happiness to come into your life and make it happen now. I think for this group, you may have a belief that once I find my perfect person, once I get established in my career, once my body feels better, then I'll be happy. Right? And that makes sense, right? Once I have the love of my life, I'll be fulfilled. Once I have this or that or this. But I feel like that's a mentality that's been adopted by a toxic society, honestly. That's the mentality that if you get this, then you'll be happy. If you get that, then you'll be happy. And I feel like your body's trying to teach you how to find that happiness now. How to create it for yourself through art, through expression, through planning fun things that you can look forward to. I feel for this group that you're very, very powerful. You've done a lot of healing, but you're still learning how to put yourself first. You've taken a lot of strides and a lot of steps to do this, but subconsciously it's like there's this essence of fear of putting yourself first because it's not what you're used to. I feel like your body wants you to get clear on what you want out of life. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I want a healthy relationship. Like, get specific about the type of relationship. And like, oh, I want a fulfilling job. Like, get as specific as you can. Like, if you want to travel, write that down. If you want to help people and inspire people, like, get as detailed as you can. Because I feel like you're destined to lead, be a leader. Group number 1, you're destined to be a leader, not a follower. You've always been a true leader in your heart. You've always had that ability, but you've been shut down by people and you haven't had the chance to step into that role. I also feel a lot of compassion for this group because I feel as though recently you've been feeling a lot of feelings you've never felt before, in a sense that maybe when you were younger you weren't able to express yourself and feel your emotions. There wasn't a safe space for you to feel or create when you were little or growing up, and I feel as though a lot of those repressed emotions have been coming through a lot recently. In the past year or two, a lot has come up, and it's still kind of surfacing. Like, you're in a deep process of healing. Your body is trying to reprogram your mind into showing you how amazing you are, how unique you are, and how much you're needed in this world right now. Your body wants you to start creating opportunities for you, opportunities for you to create. Just start creating. Start making art, start singing, start dancing. Form a community of people. Reach out to people. Form a book club. I feel like your body's wanting you to dream bigger, in a sense. You're meant to do a lot in this world, and you're meant to have a really big life. You're not meant for a small, simple life. You're meant for a big life. Yeah, for this group, I feel the energy right in the solar plexus, right in the stomach. There's a lot of healing happening in your stomach. A good intention for this group would be to say out loud, or a good mantra to work in every day would be to say, I set the intention to access the joy within me today. I set the intention to express my joy. Because sometimes we're always looking for joy and happiness outside of us. We're looking at it. I want to find it. I want to attract it to me. But I want you, group number 1, to access the joy you have within. Right? Because whatever energy we put out comes back to us. So when you start expressing joy, expressing the happiness, it will come into you. It'll come in tenfold. So setting that intention and working with your higher self and your inner child. Placing your hands on your stomach or your heart, wherever you feel guided. Today I will access the inner joy that I have, and I will express my joy and express my gratitude, or whatever word, happiness. I will find laughter, or I will access my laughter within. See, I'm saying find again. I struggle with this too. We want to find our happiness, find our joy. You know how they say everything is within you, right? You have everything you need within you. But sometimes we don't know how to access it. We don't know how to open it. And your body's working with you to help you open up what you have within you. Stop looking outside for that happiness through a relationship, through a career. Sure, all those things are amazing. But you have the feelings and the emotions that you're craving within you. Open up to it. Surrender to it. You are definitely a leader, group number 1. You're a leader. You were a follower, but that's not working for you anymore. You're too smart. You're too compassionate. You're too loving to be a follower. You have too much power. You have a strong intuition as well. We also have God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. Moonlight. You and your loved ones are safe. Acceptance. The Justice in reverse, 4 of Cups. Empress in reverse. The Devil, 6 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. We had the 2 of Cups in reverse earlier. Okay, so some of you there's some sort of blockage from like, if you're trying to attract a relationship, like a healthy relationship, there might be some type of blockage, some type of fear. You may have had bad relationships in the past, But maybe I feel like there's some fear. Maybe a fear of men, or fear of, maybe you don't feel safe around men or women, if, whatever you're attracted to. Maybe you don't feel safe around them, or you feel, it's like scared, but it's more than scared. Maybe subconsciously you're scared you might lose yourself in the relationship. You might give too much like you used to. Maybe you're afraid old habits will come forward. And I think, and this could be applied to friendships too, whatever, or a new job, but I think for a lot of you, you might be trying to attract a relationship, and this is a specific message, so only take it if it resonates, and then I'll get into the rest. But don't be afraid of losing yourself or going back into old habits, because you have such a beautiful awareness now, and you've grown so much that the next time you find somebody you want to date or spend time with, you are going to have such a beautiful awareness that you're not going to fall into old patterns. You're not. And if you start to, you're going to notice. You're going to see it very clearly. And you also are going to have the ability to communicate this. Okay, so only take that if it resonates. So with the God of Conflict Resolution, I feel like this is an inner conflict. For some of you, this could be conflict in your workplace. But you're in the process right now of moving away from it. Maybe you kind of argue inside your head, or you feel conflicted with what decision to make, or I feel like you have a very open mind. Group number one, very open mind. So sometimes you see things from so many different perspectives. You see people's viewpoints, and you agree with all of them because you're like, oh yeah, well, they all make sense from this perspective or that perspective. So you can get in a conflict with yourself because it's hard for you to form an opinion or make a decision, because you can see the positive and the negative in all aspects of all different conversations. And this is a blessing. It feels like a curse sometimes, but this is a blessing. You're learning how to work with it with your body and find peace in it. Now that your awareness is heightened and higher than it's ever been, you're learning to find peace in this chaos. And your body wants you to bring in any kind of mindful practice you can do to calm yourself. Whether it's working with adaptogenic herbs, or minerals like magnesium, lithium orotate, exercising, yoga, stretching, meditating. Make sure you're doing something, because otherwise your mind's just going to keep going a million miles an hour. We also have you and your loved ones are safe. Your body, you're learning how to create a safe space for your body. And your body's craving that. The more you create a safe space, the calmer you will feel in your environment. So working in that mantra, I am safe. I am creating a safe space for myself. I am safe. I say this a lot to myself. I am safe. I am protected. Because when your body hears that, it can kind of relax. The nervous system goes, the mind can calm down. And this is something you have to kind of repeat, right? This is a reprogramming of the mind. But this does work over time. And doing everything you know that you can do to feel safe in your environment. Also accepting your body and your situation with where you're at. Maybe some of you are struggling with health problems, or mental health, physical, whatever it is, and maybe you're still having a hard time accepting those parts of you. You're still kind of fighting, resisting it, and I understand it's very frustrating. But your body wants you to accept it. That all of this is happening for a reason. And it is all to your benefit, even though it does not feel like it. Accepting your body and loving your body, the light and the dark, all of it. Another message I'm getting with the Devil card here and the Empress in reverse. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you're spending too much time on social media. Or you're watching too much reality TV, or something like that, where you're kind of surrounding yourself with other people's opinions and viewpoints too much. It's like there's a balance. It's not bad to spend time on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or watching TV, but it's really been pulling your energy around lately. Like you're having a hard time focusing on your own energy and what you believe and what you want to do with your life, because there's all these people talking about all these different things that they're learning, and it can be overwhelming, all that information coming into you, and it can kind of hold you back and make you feel stuck. And this is like a subconscious thing that's happening, but I want to bring it to your awareness. So be mindful with how much time you're spending on social media. Like set us time maybe at night, maybe not in the morning when you first wake up, maybe at night when you do that, or take a break. But I feel like, especially if you're like scrolling, right? If you're scrolling and you're watching like reels or TikTok videos or something, like short videos, and you're just seeing all these different people, and you're an empath and you're feeling all of their energies and you're seeing all their viewpoints, and a lot of people can get really passionate on these apps, on social media, and they're like, you need to do this needs to happen, you need to do that, and it's like you're being told what to do and how to feel, and it can just pull you away from yourself if you're on there too much, right? Pull you away from how you feel and what you want to focus on and what's important to you. And it's harder sometimes to find what's important to us when we're being told by random people how we're supposed to feel and what we're supposed to do. But your body is finding balance. It is. It's found a lot of balance recently, I can tell you that. Your body's craving some peace. It's craving some acceptance. One last thing I think would be really beneficial for you, this group, to do is to take a piece of paper and write down all of the things you don't like about yourself. Write down the characteristic traits for maybe your body, the things you don't like about your body, whether it's like a physical ailment or something with your physical appearance. Maybe all your weaknesses. Like write them down as detailed as you can get, and then try to find the good in all of those things. Like, for me, my health problems have brought me a lot of resilience and a lot of compassion. My overactive mind has brought a lot of curiosity and wonder into my life, and a craving for knowledge. Yeah, so there's always good things to the dark parts of us, and I think once you start to see that will help you in this journey as well. So I hope this helps you, group number 1. I'm sending love your way. You're doing amazing, and let me know how you're feeling. Comment down below. Love you guys. Hi, group number 2. So let's try to find out what your body's trying to tell you. Our bodies are always telling us messages, right? And they're always speaking to us. And let's try to tune in. Let's see what's going on with you, and if I can get anything that might help you. So for group number 2, the first card is emptied. The ending and beginning lie at either side of the same door. I really love this card. I love the imagery. This is really centered around your solar or your sacral chakra and your root chakra. I feel like you've been resting a lot. Your body still needs some rest. It's still worn out. But you have rested a lot, and I feel like your body is just saying thank you for that. Maybe you get frustrated with fatigue, or you just feel worn out easily, but your body's really grateful for the rest. It's not going to be like this forever. You're really balancing out, I'm hearing hormones, and it seems like connecting to nature is really beneficial for your body. Spending time outside, if you can. I know sometimes it's like freezing where you're at. It's freezing where I am, but if you can get a walk in outside or do anything outdoors, or even just eating fruits and veggies, right? They're part of nature. Really healthy foods, connecting with crystals. Your body just really wants you to relax. I know easier said than done, but do what you can to get your body relaxed, get your nervous system relaxed so that more healing can happen. The other cards I pulled for you are the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant upright. So for these first few cards, the Queen of Cups for this deck says the therapist. So your body's really wanting you to talk about your frustrations, your problems, your anger. Talk about everything. Work with a therapist if you can. If not, just talking out loud to somebody or even by yourself. Like, I will be in the car sometimes and I'll be frustrated and I'll just talk out loud. I'll talk to my spirit team. I'll talk to myself. Talking out loud about your frustrations with where you're at, because I feel like there's a lot of things that are frustrating you, stressing you out. I mean, there's always something, right? And especially with the world we live in right now, there's a lot going on, and your body wants you to express that. Yell if you need to, but I feel like it wants to come out of your throat chakra. For some of you, writing could be helpful, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's like yell, get mad. You know, I'm frustrated with my life and I don't know what to do and I need help and who's going to help me, or just get mad. I've yelled at my spirit team before. And they're like, let it out, girl. They don't get mad. They're not going to get mad at you. But your body really wants you to release in that way. It's going to be very, very helpful for you. And express with the Ten of Cups, it makes me think of emotion, right? It's emotional fulfillment. I feel like you need to express your emotions, how you're feeling, why you're feeling like that. Like, I feel like you expressing your emotions, or if you're having a happy day, then express your happy emotions, but like talk about it. Talk therapy. Whether you're talking to someone like a therapist, or if you're working with a psychic or tarot reader, talk, or talk to yourself. Your body really, really wants this for you, and it's really going to help you with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about the wheel turning in your favor. So the more you express yourself, the more you get real and vulnerable, the more you will connect with yourself, and the more you'll find the answers that you need. Because this happens to me when I start venting out loud and getting mad and asking questions and expressing myself, the answers will come. Sometimes right away I'm like, oh, that's why this is happening. Or sometimes it takes a few days, but the answers will come. You'll start to understand why you're going through what you're going through and why this is happening. And you'll be able to find peace, more peace, because when we have knowledge of why things are happening, why we're going through it, it can calm us down. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Or when we start to understand, we start to relax. Maybe not fully, but we relax a little bit more. I can tell this group has spent a lot of time. You've spent a lot of time in your own energy. You've done a lot of healing. And maybe you're to the point where you're like, I don't want to do any more healing. I've already done a lot of work. I don't want to do any more work. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I just want to feel better. And your body is saying you've healed so much in your heart space. You've healed so much in your heart space, and you've really healed a lot of the toxic masculine beliefs that you've held. Like beliefs that we need to work really hard, or work over 40 hours a week, or we need to go nonstop, or, you know, if I'm resting, that means I'm lazy. Like, you really changed a lot of your beliefs around, because we live, well, at least I can speak for the United States, and I think most of the world, but I couldn't say every country because I'm not that culturally aware as I should be. But it's a very predominant toxic, masculine society that we live in. And it is changing, and it is evolving, and I feel like you're really leading that change in the world. You're helping lead that change. Because you're understanding the power of your emotions, the power of feeling your feelings, the power of expression, the power of release. For those of you that are watching that are dealing with any kind of anxiety or depression, you're moving away from that. So this is specific for some of you. Depression, anxiety, sadness. We could put frustration in there too, but you're moving away from that energy. It's not to say that that energy is never going to come back. It may come back, but it's going to come back in small moments, shorter time periods, and you're going to be able to feel in that energy easier, with less resistance, understand why it's there and what your body needs so that you may move past it. You're learning how to work with this energy and understand that it is a communication and a signal from your body that something's not right, that something needs to change. You understand more now what you need to change, but your knowledge around that is going to expand. Your knowledge around why do I feel stuck, frustrated, anxious, depressed, your knowledge is going to keep expanding around that. So that in the future, things will get easier. They're in the process of getting lighter and easier. You can feel that. You're having better days. You're having better moments. You're having glimpses of good energy days. And you're in the process of understanding how to lengthen those days. I also feel like a lot of support from other people are going to come into your life, and I really want you to open up to that. Because you've carried too much on yourself, and you've tried to do things for yourself for too long, and all that you're trying to do on yourself is too much. It's too much for one person. We're not meant to do this on our own. And you haven't had the kind of connections you need to make you feel safe enough to be vulnerable and to open up. But those connections are coming. For some of you, they've already come in. For some of you, they're about to come in. So open up to that. Get in that feminine energy of receiving and opening and surrendering to these connections. They're really going to help. Really going to help. They're not going to drain you. You've been around too many people in your life that have drained you. Like so many people that have just taken your energy. And there still are some people in your life. And for some of you, I'm even getting the message that your job may be draining you. And it's time to move away from that job. I'm not saying you need to quit right now, but start looking into other opportunities. Start opening up to new opportunities. Maybe for some of you, it's to become a therapist, to help people, or to be a teacher, or a tarot reader. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue to rest when your body needs it. I know you're tired of resting, but you're not going to be like this forever, I promise. Continue to set boundaries when needed. And know that you're amazing. Group number 2. I can tell you are. You're very beautiful. You're very strong. Your aura, I feel like your aura has all these different colors in it. Like there's so much change and there's so much happening. You're just growing so much that your aura is not even staying the same color. I just see like a rainbow of different colors of energy. Because you learned how to work with like all your chakras. You're learning how to get grounded, but then open your third eye and open your heart and connect to your solar plexus. And I feel like you just have this like array of colors coming from you. It's very powerful. Gosh, I just want to say, group number 2, that there's a lot of blessings coming for you in connections. There's a lot of nurturing, healthy connections coming for you. So for those of you who have had bad connections in the past or just haven't had very much support, there's so much nurture and like loving, happy, peaceful, easy connections coming. Like, it just makes me I just feel so loved because I feel like that's what's coming for you, so loved and seen and it's going to get a lot better. It's going to get a lot better. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right things. You are. You're doing the right things. I know it's taking a while, but you're doing the things that you need to do. When you can, get in your creative energy. It's really going to help. Okay? Sing, dance, paint, whatever, film a YouTube video. Get in that creative expression because it's going to help recharge you. I love you. I'm sending so much love to this group because you're special and you're beautiful and you're just going to make a really positive impact on this world. So I love you, and comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, group number 3. So we're going to talk about what your body's trying to tell you. Let's try to get into it. Our bodies are always speaking to us. They're always trying to communicate to us and let us know what they need. And sometimes it's really hard to understand. So I pulled some cards. I'm already getting some messages. The first card for this group is the key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Whew. So for this group, it feels as though you were raised by your parents or whoever you were raised by didn't show you a healthy version of what love is. Maybe they didn't feel safe around each other. Maybe the wife didn't feel safe or the man didn't feel safe. They might have argued. Maybe they didn't really listen to each other or show much love to each other. And I feel like you had this false sense of love. I'll give you an example, and this may relate to you. Maybe your mother was very sensitive, and when she tried to express herself to your father, he didn't really listen, he didn't really support her. Maybe he even acted annoyed by her. And as you watched this, you would think, well, maybe women are just too sensitive. Maybe women shouldn't complain so much. That way they wouldn't make the man upset, then the man would be happy, and everyone would be happy. So, maybe she should just be quiet and try to be perfect. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to be perfect. Or it could be any kind of belief like that. But maybe think about how they treated each other. Or maybe what was missing. What did they lack? Because your body is trying to show you and teach you what love truly is, what it means. And we have the King of Cups here. So we have the King of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups upright, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So with this King of Cups next to the Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups is a very loving energy, right? It's a very giving energy. This represents a very giving masculine. Very loving, very wise. Maybe you didn't have that kind of influence growing up. Maybe you didn't have a lot of loving, nurturing men. It could be women too, but a masculine energy, right? A woman can be in a masculine energy. And I feel like that idea, that belief has really grown with you, and there's still some maybe fear towards masculine, or fear towards, for some of you it's towards women, and you're learning how to change your beliefs and open up to the fact that there are good, nurturing, loving, sensitive, confident men or women out there. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about independence. That you'll be able to be in a relationship or a friendship, or this could be even work. Take it where it resonates for you. That you can have these connections in your life and still be very independent. And be yourself completely. Be in your power. And that these connections will support that. There's a lot changing and a lot of good abundance coming for you guys when it comes to connections. A lot of these piles actually have been about connections and relationships, so that's kind of the theme. But for this group, it's a little more intense because you're learning how to look forward and anticipate and be open to the kind of connections and people you never had before. Like something's coming for you that's going to be so nurturing and so beautiful. This could be a group of friends, like your soul tribe, or this could be romantic, or this could be like your dream job. Could be all three for some of you, but there is so much goodness coming for you. I can definitely see that. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, this is all about having different options. So I feel like in multiple areas of your life, it's going to get a lot better because you're understanding your worth. You're understanding this card here, this key to intimacy. She has this light, right? This light, and she's holding it up, and she's starting to see the truth. Understand that these beliefs she had when she was young, or he had when he was young, don't hold true to the kind of life that you deserve and that you want to create for yourself, that there's way better. And you're kind of in this dance of battling your subconscious. I don't want to really say battling, you're testing your subconscious. You are encouraging it to change. You're like, listen, no, these beliefs are fake. This is not true. This is not how the world works. This is not how relationships work. This is not how your work environment should be. This is not how a friend should treat you. Keep loving yourself. Your body wants you to love your body. Your soul wants you to love your soul the way you want to be loved from other people. Start doing that. Start treating yourself how you want people to treat you. Start saying things to yourself that you want other people to say to you. Start giving yourself the time to enjoy life like you want other people to give you the time. Set boundaries with yourself if you need to. Just how you want people to respect your boundaries. Pay attention to how you're treating yourself. There's one thing that I've learned is that a lot of the time, and I can't speak for everyone, but this is something I've noticed in myself and a lot of my friends and clients, is how we're raised. The people that raise us. How their relationship is with each other. If you were raised, maybe you were raised by like a single mom, but even if you're raised by a single mom, I'm sure she like dated other people or whatever. How the relationships are around you. How they treat each other is how you grow up to treat yourself. Like the inner dialogue you have or the inner conflict you have, it probably stems from the conflict in which those around you had with each other. So learning how to give yourself that respect and that safety and that nurturing that you didn't see very often in your childhood. Doing that is going to help. I feel like you have been doing this, but continue to focus on it because that's what your body wants. Your body wants you to say how much you love yourself, and like your body wants to give me all the compliments. Tell me how amazing I am. Buy me flowers. Like take me shopping. Take me out to dinner. Make me a nice meal. Meditate and sit in silence with my body and connect with me. Right? Because a lot of the time when we have relationships with people, we want them to spend time with us. We want them to listen to us. But we have to spend time with our body. We have to listen to our body. So spend time in silence and meditation. Connect with your body. Speak with your body. Talk with your body. Be honest and vulnerable. Be open. It doesn't all have to be positive. If you're feeling frustration towards your body, speak it. If you're feeling anger, sadness, speak it out loud. Your body wants to connect with you on a deeper level so that you may have more peace within, so that you may have more comfort living inside your body. Maybe you don't always feel comfortable in your body. Maybe you have physical health problems or just like your mental health, or maybe you're just trying to live too much in the future where you're not feeling very connected in the present. Your body wants to connect with you in the present and feel present. You can tell when you're hanging out with somebody, right? Or if you're in a relationship with somebody or a friendship and they're not with you. They're distracted, they're all over the place, and they're not being with you. They're not being present. It can be very frustrating. Your body wants you to be present with it. Your body also wants you to celebrate all the victories you've had, all the amazing things you've overcome in your life already. You're focusing too much, sometimes you focus too much on what you still need to overcome and you still need to get and where you still need to go, but all the things, you've done, you've overcome a lot, and you've healed a lot, and you already have such a stronger connection with yourself, and you've done all of this work, but you're not always celebrating all of those victories. Your body wants you to celebrate in any way that you can. You know what love isn't. Group number 3. You know what love is not. And that knowledge, some people don't have. Some people aren't aware. They're so caught up in their programs that they think this toxic trait or this or that, that's love, that's part of life. And it's not. And you know, like you have that knowledge, what it's not. And that's beautiful knowledge to have. That is powerful. Because not only is this going to be with you to help you the rest of your life and to creating healthy, long-lasting connections, you're going to be able to be a huge example for other people. Be a flashlight for other people, a light. Like in this intimacy card, you're going to be a light for other people to show them, no, that's not love. I know you think that person loves you. That's not love. That's abuse. That's toxicity. They're not creating a safe space for you. They're shutting you down emotionally. You have this knowledge, and this is something to celebrate. You're very wise. You're very smart. Share that knowledge. A lot of people need to understand what love is not. And you're going to be a light for them. So, you have a beautiful, beautiful light. You have a beautiful aura. It's very golden. I feel like this group has just this golden aura. You're like this beautiful lantern to help show people the way, to help give guidance. And you have such a powerful ability. I feel like you're very good at being present with people. Maybe not, but work on that, being present with yourself. But you're good at being present with people. And that's powerful too. You have a very big heart. You have a very big ability to create. And you have a lot of confidence. This group, I feel like you have a lot of confidence. You've grown into a lot of confidence. And it's going to keep just expanding and growing. And you're going to continue just to embody yourself and feel in who you are. And you're doing the right things. You're taking the right steps. You're going to do really good things in this life. And you're going to have really good connections on top of that. So I hope this brought you some clarity. I hope this helped you on your path. I'm going to send so much love to you right now. And let me know how you're feeling if you feel called. I'd love to hear down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time.